I'm Brandi Chastain, and you are watching Bay Area Sports Wrap.
Can you hear us?
No.
Yeah.
One step for the person that speaks and then come back.
Yeah.
Okay? So come up closer.
You said, how is this? How excited. Honestly, I don't know if it's measurable. It's exponentially more exciting than I ever thought it would be, and so, I mean, as we said, I think it's bigger and better than we ever thought it could be, and that's tribute to every single person who's put effort and energy into the project, but also to every single fan that shows up tonight and every game going forward.
This was the dream. Like this was the dream. Lines of people before we even open our gates, going down the streets, and sold out crowd, the vibe in this building, and it's only going to crescendo as we get closer to game time, and then our actual product gets on the field, and that is the beautiful football game that we hope our team will play tonight. We know they can play. I mean, when we started on this journey, it was literally to be able to provide this environment for these athletes. This is the new normal.
I just saw some of the players walking in.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And I got goosebumps all over, and I'm like, it was a reminder of why we're doing this. We're doing it for the players. You want to always leave a place better than you came, and we want to continue to keep raising the bar, and I think we are, and we hope someone passes us, because that's what it should be. But when I look at those players, I would have killed to be in those shoes, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And they're showing up here, and they're like, thank you. And I'm like, no, thank you. You inspired us to do this and be here.
I don't have nothing else to add. I have nothing else to say other than I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it with my own eyes. And we are here today, and it's really a dream come true.
Brandi, in 1999, before your opener in New York, I think one of the moments that hit everybody was when they looked down the pike, the New Jersey pike, and saw cars lined up to get in. Do you feel a little bit that way, seeing the people lined up to get into the building?
Absolutely. It's like, who's watching who? Is it the players watching the fans watching the players? I honestly think this is an evening of awe. And, you know, women's sports has been around for a long time. We all know that. We've lived through this. You know, we've been around, some of us, since before Title IX, and we knew that women's sports had a place and was valuable and could make a huge impact. And I think what we've shown now is that women's sports is not just can be beautiful and physical and strong, but it's a viable business, and it can make a huge dent. And we are planning on being the best business in the sports industry in the world.
The last piece that was in place here in the Bay Area was that single prize. You used to play there, and it's a team that was at the moment seen as a failure. But now I imagine something you guys are building on top of. How do you feel about those prizes?
I think it's critical to have had the two iterations before us. You know, it's a perfect example of what people thought professional women's sports should look like. But we've brought it to a whole new level, and it's that this is a business. This is about the business of football. This is about a global sensation. This is about making the game as present here as it is everywhere in the world.
I think what I would just add is that what happened in '99 grabbed a hold of our country, right? And we thought it changed the face of women's sports forever. And then it died. And we did not continue with that momentum. And I think what I want everyone to be really cognizant of is that this is not a flash in the pan. If it is, we have not done our job. And our job is to make sure that this is the new normal, and that this investment, that the fan engagement, that the value proposition that we bring to the Bay Area and the world's game, that continues and only grows over time. Because if we don't build upon this, it's all for naught. And this is the beginning of the new norm.
And let's all agree that of all the spaces and places in the U.S., this is a place of innovation, of creativity, of startups, and understanding how to handle and manipulate and move big ideas. And so that's what we're planning to do.
And FC Gold Pride didn't fail because of the market, you know? We needed more infrastructure in the league, and we have that. The Bay Area, look at who shows up. Our community has had such a strong fan base forever, both in the women's game, the men's game. Every time the U.S. come here, we sell out. The Bay Area breeds football at the club level, the collegiate level. They've been waiting for us to bring a team, and you can see it here tonight. This is a moment that everyone's been waiting for.
I would just add, people want to be a part of something that's bigger than themselves. That's why you play sports. That's why you come up and show up as a fan, because you feel like you're united and you're part of something so much bigger than you could ever do on your own. And that's what this community is going to be about. And you're already feeling it, you're already seeing it. When you guys walk around the stadium tonight, I hope that you are part of that movement and that energy, because that is how you get in the fabrics of people's souls. That is how you get people showing up again and again and again and consuming what we think is one of the best teams in the world for years on end and passing it over generations.
Leslie, Alex Simon from SF Gate. Anybody else can step in with this one as well, but you've had 2 regular season matches now at this point. How different is the feeling when it's a team that you're a part of the ownership group of and you have no control over what's happening on the field once the ball kicks off? How have these 2 matches been already?
Yeah, that's a tough question. We all went down to Angel City. We all went with our families. We experienced our first win ever for the club. And let me tell you, from a personal level and from a team level, winning at Angel City in front of 23,000 people is one of the best feelings we've ever had. That team showed their grit and what they can do. We don't want control on the field. We don't want that. We're actually prefer to be on this side, but we spend a lot of time with the players and are trying to help build this culture. And all we want is our players to feel like they can perform on and off the field to their best. And that's what we're trying to do as owners.
Writing the wins and losses, though, is a little different, I imagine, as an owner, Aly.
Well, I think you should ask this question to Brandi, because I think of all of us, she'd be the one that'd be strapping those boots on and getting herself back in playing shape.
I heard wins and losses.
Just what is the emotion like differently when it's a team that you're this invested in, but you can't control the outcome on the field like you guys did so many years in that way?
I think there is a slight helplessness that goes along with that seat, but I'm a fan. I've been a fan of soccer ever since I was 8 years old, going to the Earthquakes, and I hope that every fan, doesn't matter where they come from, how old they are, how much experience they have in the game, that they feel that excitement and that energy. And honestly, our job as fans is to be loud, is to make the opponent uncomfortable, is to cheer for our team, and to show them that we care about them and that we will support them as they go on to do great things. It's very hard as a control, somebody who likes to have control, but I am super excited when every time I see these players at practice or come out to the game. I know that they can do the job.
And I would just add to that wins and losses, we're competitive as hell, right? Danielle and I grew up playing together. We're competitive as hell, but the reality is we want this to be a proven business model as well. So selling out the stadium, that's the win today. If we pick up 3 points, that's gravy. And I think when we look at being an expansion team, no expectations. Let's support our team, let's build into this, but over time, there's going to be some incredible programs like the Warriors. They go and they win championships and then they have down years. That's real in sports. We recognize that now on the other side of it, and we're driving towards something so much bigger.
How cool is it too that, all these years you had teams like the 49ers, the Giants, the Warriors, and you guys are the new, everyone wants to see you
You're the new kid on the block. Yeah, I think all of the sports teams have been so incredibly valuable to us. The knowledge, the way that they've actually helped us understand the business of sports in the Bay Area has been incredible. Every single franchise has leaned in to help support us and help us be a success. We grow together. We say that in the league as an NWSL. We say it in women's football globally, but we say it in the Bay Area as all of our sports franchises. If we all collectively do well, we will raise each other up. And it's been incredible to have their support from the 49ers. They're one of early investors, from the Warriors. It's been just an incredible relationship. The Giants, we run deep in the way in how intertwined we are with all of these incredible franchises.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Hi, this is the voice of the San Jose Earthquakes, Ted Ramey, for Bay Area Sports Wrap. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.